7 mystery crime riddles only a true detective can solve. We are altogether acquainted with old-fashioned IQ tests that rate your knowledge level after you answer 40 normalized questions. In any case, there are more approaches to discover what your inward virtuoso can do. Splendid Side found a few brainteasers that solitary a couple of individuals can make sense of. Test your criminologist aptitudes with these enigmas. Enigma 1. Escape. Jack is set in a cell with an earth floor and just a single window situated so high nobody could arrive at it. The cell is unfilled aside from a scoop. It's dry and hot in there, yet Jack won't get any food or drink at any point in the near future. He has just 2 days to break out of the prison. If not, he'll kick the bucket. Burrowing a passage isn't an alternative since it'll take over 2 days. In what capacity should Jack get away from the cell? The answer. Jack should utilize the scoop to make a heap of soil under the window, jump on it, and break from his cell. Question 2. A taken accessory. Mrs. Smith went to the police asserting that her vintage accessory was absent. At the point when the police showed up, they saw no indications of a break-in. Just a single window was broken. There was an all-out jumble inside the house and grimy impressions everywhere on over the floor. The following day, Mrs. Smith was captured for extortion. Why? Answer. The police were certain that Mrs. Smith deceived them on the grounds that the window was parted from within. On the off chance that it was parted from an external perspective, little bits of glass would be on the room's floor. Enigma 3. Murder at school. On the main day of the school year, a topography educator was killed. The police had 4 suspects: the nursery worker, the mathematical instructor, the mentor, and the school head. They all had vindications. The planter was cutting brambles. The numerical instructor was holding a mid-year test. The mentor was playing b-ball. The chief was in his office. The executioner was captured right away. Who executed the topography instructor, and how did the police fathom the riddle? Answer. The executioner was the mathematical educator. As indicated by his words, he was holding a mid-year test, yet the wrongdoing occurred on the principal day of the school year. Question 4. A desolate man. A forlorn elderly person lived in his home in the suburb of a city. He never went out for long. It was a midsummer Friday when the postal carrier strolled by and got out for the man. There was no answer. The postal carrier investigated the window and saw him in a pool of blood. At the point when the cop showed up, he discovered Tuesday's paper, 2 containers of warm milk, and 1 jug of cold milk. The following day, the executioner was captured. How did the police discover what its identity was so rapidly? Answer. It was clearly the postal worker. He realized that nobody in this house would peruse a paper on Wednesday or Thursday. Question 5. 2 pills. A sequential executioner captured individuals and made them take one of 2 pills. One was innocuous, and the other was noxious. Whichever pill a casualty took, the sequential executioner took the other one. The casualty took their pill with water and passed on. The executioner endure. How did the executioner consistently get the innocuous pill? Answer. Both of the pills were innocuous. The toxin was in the glass of water the casualty drank. Puzzle 6. Solidified windows. Once on a winter day, John discovered his companion dead in his own home. John called the police and said that he was simply passing by Jack's home and chosen to come in. He'd been thumping and ringing the ringer for quite a while, yet totally was quiet. In any case, he could see the light in the room through a solidified window. He inhaled on the frosted window glass and saw Jack on the floor. The police captured John as the fundamental suspect. Why? Answer. John wouldn't have the option to unfreeze the window glass since it's generally cold within. Puzzle 7. Synthetic substances. A well-known physicist was killed in his own lab. There was no proof aside from a bit of paper with the names of synthetic substances on it. On the day he was killed, the scientist had just 3 guests: his better half, Mary, his nephew Nicholas, and his companion Jonathan. The police captured the killer immediately. How could they know what its identity was? Answers. The bit of paper had an idea on it. On the off chance that you consolidate the short names of the compound substances on the paper, you'll get a name, Ni-C-O-La-S.